All right, ladies and gentlemen, MLM Mondays, episode 59. Looking forward to connecting with each and every single one of you today. Go ahead and comment in where you're watching the live stream from. If you're watching live, go ahead and comment in if you're watching on a recording or a replay, and just say where you're watching from. Love connecting with each of you from all over the world. So we're going to be breaking down, we've been talking about this concept of having a unified platform and speed for your direct selling business. It's something that we get to speak on and talk about all the time in the space. And today, we're going to be talking about some of the sharing tools in the space and how to understand the difference between native sharing tools and shared sharing tools on social media. Like right now, here we are on Facebook Live doing a live. This would be native content to Facebook. We're using their tools native to their platform. And if you're seeing this right now, a lot of you are seeing it right at the top of your feed because Facebook is going to heavily weight native things versus share things. So, what are some of the big misconceptions we see all the time when it comes to companies that are wanting to help their reps with content for social media? Well, I hear it all the time. People say, well, yeah, we put tons of content on our family's Facebook fan page, right? And people can just share it from there. Well, here's the challenge, folks. It's the word share. See, let me give you a test real quick. Let's say in this very moment, those of you that are in America, let's say that you post a selfie of yourself on Facebook, and in the very same moment, you share your favorite Donald Trump article. What do you think is going to rank higher? What will more of your friends see? Even if Trump is trending, your friends are going to see your selfie 10 times more than the Trump article. See, native content, when you natively post something to the network, right, that's going to show up around 80% of the time, depending on your edge rank, where shared content's only going to show up 8 to 10% of the time to your friends and their news feeds and other things that they're looking at as they're scrolling. So it's an easy test. You can go to your own news feed on Facebook and just scroll and see how much stuff you see that people actually natively created versus something someone tapped and shared, right? Many times, multiple friends have to tap and share the same thing for it to even pull up in your feed, right? Shared content doesn't get much traction at all in the space. So here's the key: is having images or videos on your company's fan page, is that a sufficient strategy for giving your members content to share in social media? No, it's not, right? Because the challenge is that content, even if they tap and share it, isn't going to get seen by anyone. It's not going to show up. Yeah, they could tap and share it in a private message to someone, but then it's not even linked back to them. So what have people done to actually make this work? Well, there are some shared content systems that work. Blogs, as an example, work really good if you can send them in like Facebook Messenger, sent directly to people, or in a messaging tool. But even if it's on LinkedIn or Twitter, any of these other platforms, you want to post native content, not shared content. So if you want to do blogging powerfully, the key is that you have coded links. One of the things we've worked on for a long time that is really valuable in the blogging space is if you're going to have your reps sending blog articles to other people, make sure they're sharing coded links. Hey, thank you, Marianne. I see the people commenting in. Thank you, Jarko. This is awesome. I know many of you are familiar with these pieces. For those that haven't checked this out, you have to see this because if you're sending stuff in Facebook Messenger and it's taking people outside of Facebook, your reps want to make sure that stuff tracks back to them, right? And so when you're doing blog article content, make sure you use an actual coded blog that tracks back to that affiliate or that rep so that if people take action off that blog, that it's going to that person's capture page, that person's website, that they're getting credit for it. But let's jump into the bigger piece. It's not just Facebook Messenger, but it's how do we help our reps share images and videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Pinterest, where it shows up natively and not shared, because that truly is the name of the game. And the truth is, the only way to do that is to actually build your own applications on the social networks. If you want to give your members an image library or a video library in your back office or on your mobile application or on their phone, right, that they're tapping and posting, if you want it to show up natively, you need to build software on Facebook. You need to build software on Pinterest. You need to build software on Twitter. You need to build software on LinkedIn that work in the background so that it's actually natively uploading that asset. Okay, Because if you haven't done it that way, it's just going to be shared content. If you're just using share buttons, and your effectiveness is not going to be anywhere near where it could be, right? And so this is the key part to be looking at when you're working on solutions for your company. There's lots of people that have these great looking interfaces, and the back end, the logic doesn't feed the social network's algorithm the way it should, right? And so don't just be looking at interfaces when you're looking at tools for your reps. Actually, you have to actually dig into the logic of how it's working, and does it work the way the algorithm wants it to work? Are you working in compliance with Facebook and the social networks, or are you working against them? Or are you not even listening, right? That's the key. Like these social networks, these are huge companies, right? They tell providers, they tell us how they want us to play. They tell us how they want us to communicate to them. So are your providers listening? Are the systems, is your staff listening? Does your CTO listen? Are these people actually understanding that instead of just hoping that tools they give the field work? If you'd like to see some of the case studies on the native applications that teams have built, I have a series of them that we've done both within companies inside a party plan and direct sales, MLM, and affiliate marketing. So all across the board. And the stats are really interesting. It's really cool to dig into like what types of assets actually create sales versus which ones that don't, what types of images, what types of videos are working for brands, and which ones aren't in the space. And it's fun stuff. But that's the question to ask is, are you actually natively posting? Because for many of you, the answer is no, and that's a problem, right? And so know what to ask your tech team, know what to ask the people in the space so that you can get better results. Your quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. Don't ask the questions, don't expect powerful results. Ask the questions, create powerful results. You got it, team. Thank you for tuning in to MLM Monday today. It's an absolute pleasure to be with you. Next week, we'll be back with episode 60. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.